No breakthrough was apparent as heads of state and senior officials from 7 African countries met on Saturday with President Vladimir Putin in St. Petersburg, a day after their talks in Kyiv with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. Putin also held a bilateral meeting with South African President Cyril Ramaphosa, who emphasized the impact of the war on food for man and fuel prices that have hurt his country, urging an end to the war through negotiations and diplomatic means. The delegation laid out 10 main points, including a de-escalation of the conflict by both sides, recognizing the sovereignty of states in accordance with the UN Charter, and returning Ukrainian children from Russia. Putin rebutted many of the proposals and claimed Ukraine had withdrawn from talks with Russia last year on its own initiative. Zelensky told the delegation on Friday that talks are impossible while Russian occupying troops remain in Ukraine. Russia and Africa plans hold an economic summit in late July. Today we are at the Konstantinovsky Palace in St. Petersburg to hold peace talks with President Putin of the Russian Federation as part of the Africa Peace Initiative, African Peace Mission. President Joe Biden said he won't support lowering barriers to ensure Ukraine is able to join NATO. The war-torn country has to meet the same standards as other nations in the transatlantic alliance, Biden told reporters. Ukraine's counteroffensive continues in the east and south, with its troops making small advances in places. Both sides are incurring high casualties, the UK Defense Ministry said in an update. Ukraine runs into Russian air superiority, WSJ says. Russia's oil giant urges OPEC Plus to track exports, not just output. And Putin meets with African leaders on their Ukraine peace plan. Next Africa, Putin is key for cornered Ramaphosa. Blinken lands in China on delayed mission to stabilize ties in beyond the winter site. And Ukraine participates in the Financial Action Task Force meetings in Paris all week. NATO Chief Stoltenberg, German Chancellor Scholz news conference in Berlin Monday.